so I'm just gonna talk and try to do my makeup at the same time. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is obviously where have I been. So my last video that I made was 8 months ago. It was in March, and I believe this was my skincare routine, nighttime skincare routine video. It probably got like 50 views. I haven't been doing too well with views, which is like something that I've always struggled with, like consistent views. Like one of my videos has like 900 views, while some of them have like 50 views. So that was made in spring semester. And also in spring semester, I was working 2 jobs. I was taking 18 credit hours. I was on 3 e-boards. I began this program called Management Leadership for Tomorrow. I had just been accepted in like April, so that was like basically an extra class on top of the classes that I had already. So you can see like the way that my schedule was going. Like I basically didn't have any time to do anything but like come home and go to sleep and make food, you feel me? And not to say that I couldn't have like taken time out of my day to make a YouTube video, but the problem was that it was so hard for me to actually find hours that I'm available in order to make these YouTube videos. So I don't want to just come on camera and be like, yeah, blah, 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 this is my look, and take 20 minutes and go home. Because what I was finding was when I was rushing myself, I didn't take pictures. I didn't show you guys like the final outcome. Like the quality of my videos when I didn't take my time went down. And obviously I don't want to record any videos that are not of great quality, because like that reflects upon me negatively. And also I just don't want to give you guys something that you don't want to watch. You know, I don't want to waste your guys' time. That's what happened in spring semester, summer. My camera, flash drive, and Final Cut Pro were playing with me the whole time. So I recorded 4 looks to the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which I have right here. Gorgeous palette. I suggest you go buy it if you don't have it already. But basically when I was trying to record that video, the Final Cut file got corrupt. So when I was editing it, every time I tried to edit the file, it would close and say that we couldn't find it the whole time. My flash drive was plugged in, everything was cool, but they couldn't find it. So I was pretty upset by that, and that also made me like unmotivated to like keep doing YouTube. I was already going through a lot with my mental health in the summer because I didn't have an internship. I didn't have like employment at the time. Like I was literally at home daily, and then if I wasn't at home, I was with my boyfriend. It just felt like I wasn't going anywhere, and I just felt like a failure. But everyone that I knew, like all of my friends had internships, and I was just a person at home watching her dogs during the summer. And yeah, that's fine, but that's not how I pictured my life. Luckily, I have an internship for next summer. I'll drop that kind of later on in the video just so you guys can watch the whole freaking video. But it's a good internship, y'all. I did just take ginger and put that on my crease area, but when it came to YouTube, I really didn't know what to do to regain my confidence. And I was trying to edit this video and put it up, edit this video and put it up, and I kept making myself false promises, and I wasn't really setting smart goals for myself. I wasn't really saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do, this is when I'm going to do it. So it ended up not happening. Like I said, I was unemployed, and I like dreaded going back to the job that I had the summer before and was working at a pool 3 to 4 days a week. So when I wasn't at work, I was doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. I was raising money for fall semester for like books, tuition, rent, all of that. So that was the summer. I really went through a lot with like my mental health, worrying about money. I was unmotivated. I wasn't passionate about YouTube. So now on to fall semester. I'm now taking 18 credit hours. I'm still involved in MLT. I'm on 1 board. I have 2 jobs. I'm still doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. I'm also a party promoter. I am in the group K2. I do papers, essays. So I do tutor on the side as well. If you're interested in like the essay writing or paper writing services, or the tutoring and study sessions, which I can do virtually, I'll put that in my bio. Really, this semester I haven't really had the time to sit down and do YouTube videos either. But also, I haven't made the time. So I'm not going to keep saying like I haven't made time, I don't have time, blah, blah. I haven't made the time. And that's the long story short. I was really just worried about my future and YouTube, and like it didn't correlate. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was something that I was really passionate about, it just didn't help me in the long run. I've made a few goals for myself for the end of the year, because it's not December 31st yet, so don't think it's the end of the year. You still have enough time to achieve the goals that you set out for yourself. How many weeks left in 2019? So we have 5 weeks and 5 days until the end of 2019. So you still have time. There are no excuses as to why you can't meet a few of the goals that you set out for yourself, you still have time to do the things that you want to do. It just takes the effort to make that a priority, and like you have to set smart goals for yourself to make sure that you're meeting them. I watched this podcast called Side Hustle Pro. Side Hustle Pro is a podcast by a Black woman. She's also an MOT MBA alum, so shout out to her. Her name is Nicaila Matthews Akome, and you can follow her at Side Hustle Pro on Instagram. But it's a really great podcast. It just propels Black women entrepreneurs and like shows how like their journey, and she asks different questions that like pertain to people wanting to be entrepreneurs. So it's all about like people that have side hustles and full-time jobs. So when they leave their full-time job and commit to their side hustle full-time. So that's what the show is all about, and I really enjoy watching the show. So I put that in the description box also. But the last episode that she made really just motivated me to make this video, so thank you, Nicaila. The last episode is called How to Balance Your Side Hustle with Your JOB, Side Hustle Series Part 3. So I went back onto the podcast and I found the quote, and the quote says, often people who can do don't, because they're afraid of what people who can't do will say about them. And basically that's just other people projecting their fears and their career onto you. And that's what I learned from this podcast, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys, just because this is something that I've gone through. A lot of people be like, oh, you do YouTube, like how do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, are you sure that's gonna work out? Don't let people trick you into thinking that there can't be more out there for you. Like sometimes people are so scared and like so unwilling to go out of their own comfort zone that they make you stay in yours as well. That's why I'm here right now, because I'm not gonna let anybody tell me that I can't be a YouTuber. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me that I can't be a party promoter. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't be an essay writer. I can't do 2 jobs. I can't have an internship this summer. You can't tell me what I can't do. So I'm back into watching YouTube videos. I'm back into doing makeup. So I'm really about to be passionate again. Like I'm motivated. I'm doing this, and you can't stop me. So either you want to get on the train or you want to be left at the station. So I got my hair done last Sunday, which was November 10th, and I got my hair done by Ty Touches, also known as Ty Alicia. She's a good friend of mine. I met her my freshman year of college, and she's been doing hair, I believe, since freshman year. I always told her like, yeah, I'm gonna get my hair done by you, I'm gonna get my hair done, and I'm just now getting my hair done by her junior year. So yeah, thank you so much. I love my hair. This is not a reflection of how she did my hair, because my hair is great. The parts are nice. She did it pretty tight, so I'm already knowing this is gonna last a long time. I basically forgot that I was allergic to synthetic wigs, so a few days into the hair, I was having like little bumps around the boxes. They were always itching at night and in the morning and like throughout the day. Also, my scalp is naturally dry, but like it was dry to the point where you could see like flakes in between my scalp, even though I moisturize my hair every night and every morning. So it did make sense to me that this was happening, but I also forgot that I was allergic to synthetic hair. I looked up possibly allergic to synthetic hair, and what I did was I sprayed all of the braids with apple cider vinegar, and I did this yesterday, and let me tell you, it helped so freaking much. Like, I paid a significant amount of money for these braids, and I'm like, I'm gonna try everything possible before I have to take these braids out. And also took like allergy medicine. Like it got a little better when I took allergy medicine as well. Now I'm going to put on some lashes. I'm just gonna do some simple lashes. Hopefully it's over now. I did the apple cider vinegar rinse yesterday, and I see a significant difference from yesterday and today, so I'm good. But I'll be back when I do my lashes, and then we can finish the rest of the things. All right, y'all, so I'm back with my lashes done. Ain't I cute? Ain't I cute with my lashes on? Okay, so the key to achieving a soft glam look is to like do it but not overdo it, okay? I'm gonna start with this Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I haven't used this in a minute, but it seems like it's my color. I'm getting pretty pale now, so I'm using the color 330 Toffee Caramel. But first, I'm going to prime my face with this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is just a sample, but I really love this primer. I'm going to use this bad boy until I have the money to actually buy the big one. I'm going to South Africa this winter break. I'm going with a few of my friends, so I already know it's going to be super lit. We're going to Johannesburg and Cape Town, South Africa, and I cannot wait to go. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. And then right after is my birthday, my 21st birthday at that. And then I just started promoting parties, so obviously I have to have a party to like bring in my 21st birthday, like it's only right. Just so excited to be turning 21. I feel like during my 21 years of life, like I've literally been through like a roller coaster. In terms of like my mentality, my attitude, my behavior, my actions, like everything kind of has done like a 180. Child, I'm a lot of things but better. You feel me? Like I'm so much better than I was in the past, and that's all for me doing that work on myself. I mean, I'm still on the journey. I haven't made it to the destination yet, because with anxiety, it's kind of like you're like racing the clock all the time. Generalized anxiety, like you always think that something's gonna happen when it's not. You always plan for the worst, which is not something that is great, but I've learned a lot of things that I could do to like help myself. This foundation is really full coverage. I didn't realize how full coverage this foundation was until I just put this back on. But yeah, if you want to be better mentally, you have to do the work. You have to put in the work, because nobody's going to do it for you. You can't just wake up one day and be a better person. Like, it doesn't happen like that. In reality, it's like you going to therapy, you talking to people about your experiences, you sharing it. I promise you, I went to my first counseling appointment at the counseling center here at the university. So I mean, we get free counseling. So if you are a UIUC student and you have not seen a counselor, please go see a counselor. Like, it doesn't hurt. You just have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to be a better person, willing to be the best version of yourself. It's a negative stigma, obviously, around counseling and therapy in the Black community, and honestly I just want that to stop. But the problem is basically that in the Black community, we don't talk about mental health. It's just like you have a problem, you talk to God. You feel me? You don't talk to your parents. A lot of people don't talk to their parents or their friends or their brothers and sisters. They talk to God, which is fine. Like, God is great, definitely a resource, but you need someone that's going to talk back. Yes, God may talk back to you, but your therapist is going to talk back 100% of the time, okay? Your therapist is going to help you unravel those problems that you may have, like from your childhood, from like an experience you had in like second grade. Like, there are things that we're holding on to from past experiences that we don't even know. Like, and that going through therapy and those processes really helps uncover like the hidden truth. I went to therapy, so don't think that if you go to therapy like you're less than or anything, because you're not. But a lot of people don't take the time to work on themselves. And I know as college students, it's like pretty hard to like balance, okay, this, that, and then I gotta be cool mentally in order to do this, that. It just takes that mental work that you have to go through in therapy. And granted, you don't have to go to therapy to like do this mental work. Some people just cannot afford a therapist. But as a UIUC student, I highly, highly, highly suggest the counseling center. But yeah, definitely seek help. And it's not just seek help if needed. Seek help if wanted. If you want to do that, work on yourself, then do it. So now I'm going to take this Becca, this is a gem, guys, this Becca brightening corrector in medium to deep. I don't even know what dark circles are when I use this, not gonna lie to you. It just brightens up the under eye so much, and I think this will help you achieve a great soft glam look. The more layers of concealer you do, the more cakey it is, but if you put a layer of this and then put the concealer over it, not only is it gonna brighten your under eye, it's also going to give you better coverage with less. As you can already see how bright literally my under eye is. So the concealer I've been using recently is the ColourPop No Filter concealer. I really like it. I love the wand. It's like so easy to just like swoop around. If you want to go for like a concealer that has good coverage, but it's not full coverage. So you want to go for a concealer that is like lightweight, but also gives you like a lot of color payoff. In the color Dark 40, I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes, like not too much. So by a little bit, I literally mean like that. And I don't know if you guys watch Jackie Aina, but she has a trick in order to give her concealer like just a little bit more coverage. She lets it sit a little bit longer. So I'm going to let that sit a little bit while I go into my Fenty sticks, the match sticks. So I use the Fenty matchstick in Truffle in order to do my cream contour. I always cream contour. I don't like the real look of powder alone. So I like to cream contour. You don't want it to be like an obvious contour. I like contouring my nose. A lot of people don't. It's really up to you. What I need to do is take my Flawless concealer brush by e.l.f. and blend that out. So we want to start at the edges and then blend the inside, because when you go inside, that's too much product and then you're going to be wiping that product everywhere. So start on the edges and then go around, and when the edges are done, then you go in the middle. So you see how this concealer already has gone from here to here, and I haven't even gone towards the middle yet. So you don't need that much concealer in order to make the look. Initially, you want to blend this out with the brush. I just found that it makes it look so much more natural when you do this, opposed to the sponge. Also because sometimes the sponges leave streaks. Also, I wanted to talk about another topic. This is kind of going to be like not a great topic to talk about, but I feel like it needs to be talked about. The Atlanta Union, so it's a student center at the university that basically just helps students like get accommodated with the university. So they hold different events. T-Pain came my freshman year, Lil Yachty came my sophomore year, and that's the Atlanta Union Board, which is the people that put up like these different events for students to go to on the photo booth for University of Illinois. And the photo booth had this thing called a crazy hair, and it was basically like blue hair, which is like part of our school colors. But the blue hair was in two ponytails, two curly ponytails, and it was like flat on the side. But crazy hair, what does that mean? You feel me? Granted, this is not the university, because this is a group of students that is putting on these events for other students. So I think that we need to get more diverse. It's a lot of ignorance that goes on within the university. The ignorance in the real definition is lacking knowledge or awareness in general. So when it comes to a lot of Black issues on campus, when you don't have much diversity in a board and you can't have much diversity within like the different things that you do. And crazy hair was labeled natural hair, I want to say. So I don't like the fact that they just called that crazy hair. That upset me yesterday, and I wanted to talk about it. If you guys don't know, like, we're a Big Ten University. Obviously, we're BWI, so we're a predominantly white institution. So it's a lot of people that are here that are not culturally aware. I do think that we need to educate. And as a student here, your hair, if it's natural, it's not crazy. It's not crazy if it's in locks. It's not crazy if it is cut all the way up. Your hair is not crazy because it's a different color. That's not crazy. Your hair's not crazy because it's natural. Your hair's not crazy in its natural state at all. Do not correlate natural hair with crazy hair at all. Like, that was disrespectful, and I hope they take that down, because that's not it. And I really hope that they take the students' opinions into consideration when planning things the next time. So I really hope that the Atlanta Union Board gets more people of color on their board to stop things like this from happening beforehand, because for students to have to bring up an issue before the issue is made aware from the board is really a disappointment. Like, any Black person could have saw, like, okay, this is a problem, but like, you put majorities in the room and like everyone's like, yeah, it's a great idea. Like, you're literally associating Blackness with crazy. You understand that? Like, natural hair is something that comes from predominantly African American or African people, and when you're associating African or African American people with crazy, you're essentially calling Black people's looks crazy. So that's not right. We need to change that immediately. Some people, I might be offended by it, but someone else with natural hair and that same hairstyle may think it's a joke. And I don't think it's a joke, but hey, if you're not offended by it, that's cool. But I understand that it can offend some people. And just because it can offend some people, it shouldn't be up, and that's period. So I went and I bronzed my face. I'm not gonna do contour because contour is a little more than what we're going for. Like I said, you wanna get like a clear bronze, so like it's glowy, it's subtle, it's not over the top, it's not over extreme. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. I'm not even sure if I went in with this for my concealer, but we're gonna go in now. So this is just to make sure there aren't any creases. This looks nasty, but I'm gonna do this too because there also are creases in between my nose sometimes. I'm gonna make sure I get those out. When you're done getting all the creases up, you can set that with powder. Some people don't set it with powder. I would not suggest that because I'm oily skin. So recently I've been using the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder, and this is in Banana. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit on the Signet Caustic sponge, and like literally that's enough for 2 eyes. I'm also gonna put this right under this bronzer. So now I'm going to take my Sephora micro screw powder. This is in the second to last color, which is tan. I'm gonna take this brush and just sweep that across, like right under that contour. And then this is also gonna go under my eyes, on my nose, and on my forehead. Only thing I can think to talk about now is like what's next for me. So this summer, this upcoming summer, not only am I going to Spain, I'm trying to travel, y'all. Like, I'm going somewhere for winter break, spring break, and summer break. So I'll be in Spain for about a week, and then like after that, a week from there, I'll be in Minneapolis at the Target headquarters. So I'm going to be working at Target as a space and presentation intern. I'm so eternally grateful for this position. Thank you so much, Target, for extending me an invitation to work for Target. Like, I'm so blessed to be working for a company that I loved ever since I was a kid. Now I'm going to do some blush just to like give some more elements to the face. I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics blush, and I don't know what this color is called, but it's a really shimmery shade and also looks like a highlight. So I think it'd be pretty cool to like do my highlight and then layer this on top. ColourPop Electric Slide Super Shop Cheek. And this is basically just like a cream highlighter. And I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk sponge and I'm going to put that on my face. So I'm just going to dip the sponge in a little bit and then like put that on the cheeks. And then in my opinion, like this is like the most natural type of highlight because it's very subtle and it doesn't look very cakey or like powdery. Layer the blush on top. I've been like starting to like highlight my forehead as well. I don't know why. I kind of like the way it looks. Like when I move and like the lighting hits my forehead, like that's so pretty to me. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild blush brush, dip that in the blush a little bit, tap some off, and go in. So it's kind of subtle, also kind of extra. Something that I love doing to set my face is taking this Prep and Prime by MAC, spraying that all over my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I'm going to go around my face and kind of set it. So this helps kind of just melt everything into each other. I learned this trick from Alyssa Ashley, I want to say. But this is just to bring harmony to the look. Also, make sure you set in your neck. Honey, makeup on the neck slides, okay? It slides. Also going to spray it. I'm extra, you don't have to be extra, but like it doesn't transfer the makeup. Also, I just wanted to say that it just makes sure that everything is set properly. I'm going to do some lower lashes. I'm going to highlight my face a little bit more. This is okay, but I'm dramatic, so I'm just gonna go with a little bit more. Crown of my Canopy by Wet n Wild just gives a subtle glow to it. Nose, especially. I don't know where the nose highlight went. It doesn't seem present. And I'm just going to do a glossy lip. I don't usually do too much when it comes to lips anyway, so this is like really my forte. I'm going to take this Peekaboo Neutral Liner from NYX. And this is a lip gloss that my mom bought me. I don't remember where it's from. It's kind of like a darkish pinkish color. And I'm going to put that over that lip liner. Alright guys, let me set my face. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video and hearing me talk about different issues that I've been going through in my life. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I know it's been like 8 or 9 months since I posted my last video, and although that is a long time, you guys are still on my side. You guys are still opening up your YouTube apps or opening up Safari, clicking up on my snaps, on my Instagram posts to watch my videos, and I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. With that being said, make sure you rate this video, give me a thumbs up if you like this look. Definitely comment below to give me different video ideas. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. We are at 191 subscribers, and let's get to 200. Like, we can do this. We can get to 1,000, and then we're going from there. Thank you so much for being part of my show. Be Elise family. I don't know what to call you guys yet because we're not that big, but you guys are gonna get a name sometime soon. Also, make sure you turn on my post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a new video. I know a lot of you don't follow me on every social media, even though you should. I'm gonna leave my social medias right here so you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I really enjoy creating this soft fam look for you guys. I really hope you guys liked it. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.